Friday episode, Frankie. So you know what that means? Game
No
time.
humming?
Oh, I know. Sometimes I get shy.
I was shocked.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have a good song. I had a song I was gonna hum, but nobody would have recognized it. So
I had that Doechii anxiety song in my head.
Imagine me and my anxiety.
Yeah, that one.
I actually saw they did Bert and Ernie. The Sesame Street released a TikTok, and it was Bert and Ernie doing it, and I was like, "Ooh, somebody's gonna take advantage of this," because Bert was behind Ernie.
What do you mean?
You put that at like they were doing the thing where they were tipping low, going up, but like
I don't know the dance. There's a dance.
Yeah. Oh, there's a whole dance to it. Yeah. There's a whole like thing. But
All
like
right.
Bert was behind Ernie, and they were like going like this, and it looked like
hey.
You can't put that kind of stuff out into the internet. They're just somebody's gonna take that and turn it into a gay scene, a lover scene.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was on the show, and someone grabbed it off the show and put it on the internet.
No, it was Sesame Street. Like, hey, we're gonna have Bert and Ernie do this trend.
Oh, they did the trend. I see.
And that's why I was like, oh no, somebody in the. But here's the thing though, what are you gonna do? Not put anything out? Like everything you put on the internet is gonna be misconstrued.
Yeah, and even if it is, who cares?
Yeah, you gotta live your life. Live your life, people.
Right.
That's what's important. Here it is. Here, I'll show you. I don't know which one that is. If that's Bert or Ernie. Look, see. Like who's not gonna take that and do something awful with it that children?
Hey, they're having a good time. Leave them alone.
I know. Let them live their lives. All right, Frankie. See, let's live ours. So, rundown: Ghislaine Maxwell, SC Cupp, Diddy, and we've got a game, my friends. That's a podcast. She's watching me and my anxiety. I don't even know the words to that. She's good though, that Doechii.
Should we do it?
We should do it.
Yeah, someone put music behind this.
Put us on the internet. Are we trending? Are we trending yet?
That'd be good.
I love explaining internet things to old people, don't you? I mean, it's kind of like when I explain internet things to you, to be totally honest. But
what's an intranet?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. You just reminded me, I do have something else that will sneak in. Oh, surprising topic coming up on the podcast.
You're not going to put it on the thing?
Not going to put it on the thing.
Wow, you're killing me.
Not going to do it. Breaking the rules. Seriously, though, is Erin ready? Because game time's coming soon. It's going to be...
I think she's ready.
Great. Ghislaine Maxwell, Frankie C, we're the podcast of record. We entertain the people, we inform the people, and we keep people up to date on some injustices. The Epstein thing has been our thing since, oh my gosh, 2020.
Been a while. Before the pandemic.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Well, she's in prison, rotting away in Florida, and we just found out that she is petitioning the Supreme Court to throw out her 20-year sentence.
Based on
this weak
I don't want to be here anymore.
Yes, please get me out of here. This weak argument, if you remember, Epstein was given like a sweetheart deal where it was basically like you can't prosecute Epstein or any of Epstein's friends again, was kind of like the deal he signed years ago. And so Epstein's Maxwell's lawyers are petitioning the Supreme Court using that blanket deal that was given out. Like, hey, you can't charge her as a co-conspirator because this deal precludes her from being prosecuted for such a thing.
Yeah, but wasn't that brought up during her trial and all that?
It was. Yeah.
Shot down.
Look at you. Look at Brett. Look at the big brain on Brett.
That is a tasty burger.
Frankie C remembering all the little details. I love it. They did use that in the case. And they lost on it. And then in the petition, Maxwell's lawyers are saying, despite the existence of a non-prosecution agreement, promising in plain language that the United States would not prosecute any co-conspirator of Jeffrey Epstein, the United States, in fact, prosecuted Ghislaine Maxwell as a co-conspirator of Jeffrey Epstein, which is true.
Which is a crazy, crazy deal. I mean,
Insane deal.
who made that deal and who signed off? It's just, how enforceable is like?
I mean, it shows this exact example. What you're saying is the prime example that this is hands down, without a doubt, the number one most obvious act that there are people that some of these conspiracies are genuinely real. That there are people that don't have the best interest of the people or the country, that they're trying to protect evil people. I mean, outside of this, like giving him getting that deal is up there with the Kennedy assassination. I mean, I would say the Kennedy assassination maybe is a little higher because of how many people are involved. But I mean, this is how many people are involved in this, and they gave him the deal. It's out. It's in plain sight. It's there. It's you and all your pals. You can't get prosecuted. Nobody. I don't think I've ever seen a deal like that ever before, and I don't know if we'll ever see it again. It's like
didn't Bill Cosby get some similar thing?
Yeah, the Bill Cosby. Yes, he did, because he got it. There was one. He signed a deal to testify, I think it was, in one case, and he got immunity by giving the testimony, or it was what do they call that when you do the testimony before the trial? Deposition.
Deposition.
Yeah, it was something like that, and then a totally unrelated case or whatever. Well, I think that was, and he used it, and he wound up getting out, which is unbelievable to me that he got out. That's crazy.
Yeah, you could do. Did any? You could the crazy shit these people did, and they just get scot free.
It's unbelievable. It's really, really unbelievable.
Like they signed a piece of paper or something.
Yeah. A source close to Maxwell said, quote, the Supreme Court should take this because far beyond the interest of Ghislaine Maxwell, thousands of plea deals are entered into by the federal government, and residents of Florida should be treated the same way as residents of Montana or New York or Oklahoma, and that isn't presently the case. It is very important. It's a very important point of law for thousands of people. I love that argument. I think if you could get all the people in Florida to agree on one thing, it would be like, we're good. You can go ahead and you can keep her in there. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Who wants her to walk?
I don't know.
Besides herself.
I do not know. We are expected to hear a ruling from the Supreme Court on whether or not to even hear the case before they take their summer break in June. So we'll have an update on that coming up pretty shortly here. Speaking of scumbag lawyers, remember Diddy? One of them was like, holy crap, I can't even represent this guy. And he quit a couple of weeks back. Diddy has found his replacement. And actually, it seems like a little bit, it was in page 6 as a Diddy defense team shakeup. He is bringing in star lawyer Mark Garagos, who has repped, you ready for this? Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Hunter Biden.
All right.
That is, I mean, that's a crew you want to get liquored up with and have a party, right? You want to make some make some bad decisions. I mean, it could be coming from every direction with those three. Who the hell knows what
the hell knows
get into?
That's a crazy lineup.
So Mark Garagos, who, by the way, his daughter is already on the defense team. He's already an advisor. He's going to come in, and they believe he's going to come in as lead counsel. So Diddy not happy with his defense team. He's going in a.
So is the trial still the same time, date?
Everything's the same. May 5th. I think in a week or so, though, they're going to start jury selection. So we'll be on top. I don't know if we're going to be on top of jury selection. There's not really much we're going to know, but May 5th.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de
Mayo.
So that's the Diddy thing. So if you're into the Diddy stuff, stay tuned. We'll have more updates for you. Moving right along, Frankie C.
Wow, are we more than halfway done already?
We're into the third topic.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Don't forget surprise topic still on the way.
Okay.
Which will be exciting.
I can't wait. SE Cupp.
SE Cupp. Yes. Now, SE Cupp is a conservative on CNN.
Oh.
She not a big Trump fan.
Okay.
Often sides, not often, but has historically sided with Democrats on a lot of issues. Really just has been a part of Democrats with the whole Trump thing. And obviously she's on CNN, so on a liberal network, right?
Yeah.
She came out and she basically like tore down the Democrats and got like really no pushback because she makes a valid point. And let me bring that up for you so you could take a listen to SE Cupp. By the way, big fan of SE Cupp. Love the look, the swoopy hair thing, the glasses.
You're wearing a blazer because that's your deal.
Big fan of SE Cupp. Huge, huge fan.
Okay.
So here she is talking about what went wrong in 2024.
They're missing the point. Democrats are missing the point about what happened. It wasn't Obama's fault. It wasn't Kamala's fault. It wasn't the messenger. It was the policy. It was bad policies, economic, immigration, and crime. Until they acknowledge those policies failed the American people, and we lied to the American people about whether those policies were working. We said the economy was great. We said there's no crisis at the border, and we said crime is going down. Until they acknowledge that, all this other noise, it doesn't matter. If Democrats want to win again, they have got to jettison bad policies.
They had to have turned the clock back maybe 4 or 5 months before even the debate that Joe Biden bungled to get to a point where they could start to address what you're saying there.
Correct. They're missing the point. Democrats are
Well, crime was down. So she's wrong there. Crime went down. That's a big one.
But right, but I think again, going back to the whole border thing and getting rid of all,
they never said there was no
element.
They never said there was no crisis at the border, but they disagreed with Trump's bullshit policies on the border.
Wait, look, see, Paul's causing trouble. See, that's
right.
That's not. See, we're trying to.
That's not fair. And he said he wouldn't bring it up. You didn't bring it up technically.
You want to tell people why you're saying technically?
Well, because you just brought up the.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You literally brought up the comment.
I thought it was because of what I said before.
Oh, in our text chain, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that the surprise topic?
No.
All right.
Nope.
All right.
All right. So, what do you think about SE Cupp, though? Because I feel like we have to. I feel like we got to get all Democrats to kind of admit to some of these things if we're going to, wash our hands and move on here.
Well, I think she's exaggerating grossly. Yeah, there was a crisis. But the border has been bad for decades. That's one. 2, crime did go down. Crime dropped under Biden. 3, the what's it called? The economy was on the way up when Biden left office. So
yeah, but eggs.
Yeah, but eggs.
Yeah, remember eggs were expensive.
Yeah, but they were leveled off or they went down. Everything dropped under Biden.
I know the economy was starting to trend up, but the eggs were not great.
Eggs. Well, now they're really not great. But I feel like that those are gross exaggerations compared to the shitstorm we've witnessed in the last 3 months.
Gotcha. All right.
I mean, all right. What is that going to do? What is if let's say all the Democrats agreed to what she said, and they all said, yeah, everything was terrible. What is that going to do? What does that prove, or what does that? I mean, yeah, you need policies, you need something going into the next election, but going backwards and saying and make just agreeing with what she said based on, I feel like she's not being 100% accurate on a lot of that. Like I said, crime was down. Economy was coming back after COVID and everything. Everything was on its way back down after inflation. I mean, and yeah, the border's been a mess forever. I mean, and there's reasons why previous administrations didn't lock people up in cages and separate families and build a wall, because it's all horrible shit.
I think he's winning on the border thing right now. I still think it's going over well for him, and I think the Democrats need to figure out how they're going to combat it, because they're gonna this is going to be a big issue in the midterms. I mean, it might not be if the tariff thing continues to be bad. Well, how was the market today? I didn't even look at the market.
I didn't look, but
what I'm saying is they got to come up with an answer or something to counter. I don't have that. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, and the border, he's not doing. What is he doing at the border?
Well, he's shoring it up.
He's what?
He's shoring it up.
What does that mean?
Here's the other thing. I want to point this out too.
He hasn't said thing one about. I haven't heard anything about the border. I've heard them talk about exporting people, and I mean deporting people, exporting people, deporting people, and getting kicking people out of the country. Some of which by accident and shouldn't be kicked out of the country. But I haven't heard him say anything about the border, about going down there and doing anything. He hasn't mentioned a wall, I don't think.
I think they've been built. I think they went back to it. Nobody's really covering it, though. It's one of those things. Here's what I want to say. What's actually happening and what is being spun in the media is two different things. And he's still winning in the media spin for this kind of stuff, I think.
That's because he just lies. He just gets in front and says whatever, and then the next day he'll do the opposite, or just forget about what he said yesterday because it won't matter anymore, because he'll just say either he didn't say it or he didn't, or no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. So whatever he says, I don't believe, number one, because he goes back on it almost instantly. So his policies are ready, fire, aim. And someone check for me about deportations, because I feel like someone in the chat said, let me see. Paul said the border is BS. Deportations were higher.
Oh my God. Sorry. I'm sorry. I almost ended the show trying to get back to the comments. I'm sorry. Sorry.
So
go ahead.
Yeah, Paul said the border is BS. Deportations were higher under Obama. I wonder what they were like under Biden, what the numbers were comparatively to this first 3 months.
That is interesting, but I think the problem with that is Biden, they kind of made it a thing that they weren't going to be prosecuting people for coming over, I mean, that's more of like a directive. Like the thing about
that's
Trump
illegal.
is, I know, but he's got so much batshit crazy talk that even just his talk can scare people. Whereas,
which is, well, you could say anything. We're going to nuke you if you come over. He could say anything that'll scare people. But what is actually legal is you're allowed to come to the border and say, I'm fleeing for safety, or I'm fleeing because I need economic help, or whatever. You're seeking asylum. I still believe, and I saw another thing on it today or yesterday. People said, I didn't come up with this. Someone else on Twitter came up with. I still think he thinks that asylum seekers are literal people leaving asylums, like
insane asylums.
Insane asylums. I feel like he doesn't know the difference, and I think that's a serious question. Like, because every time they're sending over people from insane asylums, it's like, what are you talking about? They're just emptying asylums into the country. No, they're not doing that. So I think when he hears asylum seekers, I think he thinks that people leaving from asylums, and it's scary if that's what he thinks. But you're allowed to do that. That's perfectly legal, and to prosecute for that is not legal.
I'm an asylum seeker, a soul asylum seeker. I'd love a reunion tour. That would be the best.
I can't stand you. What was their song? Cult of Personality?
No.
Was that them? Who was that?
I love Black Gold.
Oh, Runaway Train. Thank you.
Runaway Train was their big hit.
Right.
Runaway Train never. Remember that dude? That song fucked me up. What?
Oh, that song sucked.
Runaway Train.
Yeah, I mean, besides now I'm neither here nor. Shut up.
See, but that song for me was all music video. Do you remember the music video for that song?
No.
Oh my God, are you serious? Okay. The music video for Soul Asylum's Runaway Train was like a milk carton music video. It was all kids who are missing who ran away from home.
Okay, so that's good.
And then it was like depictions though of like what was happening to them and like how bad it was. And I remember watching that. How old were we when that song came out? If it was 95, 96, we were like 12.
13, 14.
13, 14, yeah. I watched that music video and I was like, oh, I'm never going to run away from this. Looks bad. I'm like, this is bad.
That's good. All right. Living Color. Thank you, Robin. Yes, Living Color was Cult of Personality.
Yes.
But Erin said there was a song at the end of Clerks was Soul Asylum.
Was Soul Asylum? What was at the end of Clerks? I can't remember.
You told me the name and it went right out of my head.
Oh, hold on. She's here. There's also, I think, Put Me Out of My Misery. I think that's them too.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that the one that was on Clerks?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Interesting. Okay.
That one wasn't good either. Sorry.
What?
That song wasn't good either. Sorry.
You don't like Misery? Oh, I like that one.
Oh my God. We should start a company and make Misery. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Did you have like a second draft? Did you try another rhyme? No.
She's right. I want to argue with her because I said it was good, but she's right.
I like Clerks too. I just don't understand why they closed with that song.
Yeah, that is a strange choice. That is a really, really strange choice. God, are we ever going to get another Clerks? I just, you know what's funny? I was watching Kevin Smith do an interview the other day, and he was talking about his movies, and I'm like, are we still giving him his last couple of movies aren't as he's not as popular as he was. I'm just like, but I love every time I watch one of his movies. I'm like, oh, that was great, And I'm like, am I just giving him credit for Clerks and how blown away I was by Clerks a million years ago? I don't know.
I think his best movie was Dogma, and this might be against popular opinion. I'm not a huge Kevin Smith fan. Not the guy. I mean, his movies.
My gosh.
A big. I know. I'm not. I can't get it. Some of them are good. Clerks, good movie, but there are a bunch of them. I'm like, not totally.
I'm surprised because he was a Star like Robin just said Mallrats, and like there's Star Wars references all over that.
Yeah. Okay. But
you know what I want to talk to you about? Quickly, because we got to get to this game. I'm loving the game. I don't even know what the game is, and I can't wait to hear what it is. Who's the guy? Shit. Who's the guy who was in that 70s show? Not Ashton Kutcher, the other kid.
Topher Grace?
That's it.
No. Oh.
Oh, wait. Maybe that's not it. Who are you going to say?
The one who went to jail?
No.
Okay, then Topher Grace. Yep. Good job, hon.
Topher Grace.
Thank you.
Okay, I saw Topher Grace. Supposedly, I don't even know, 5-10 years ago or whatever. He took the first 3 Star Wars. I mean, episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And he edited them all together. And something like he talked about it on Reddit or something like that. And then it built up so much steam that he decided to have a screening for it. and then he edited it even more. So each one of those movies is what, 2 hours, 2.5 hours?
Yeah, like between 2 hours and 2:20 around there.
Okay, so you're talking about
7 hours a movie.
7.5 hours a movie, right? He got it down to like 90 minutes, the 3 films, and then showed it at a theater somewhere. And supposedly the reviews were through the roof. That everybody was like, I can't believe how shitty and how much time is wasted in the first 3. Has anybody ever heard
did it make
that?
sense? I hope the story made sense.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
All right. Yeah, there might be some padding with action scenes and whatever, but I wouldn't. If I went back to the prequels of Star Wars, might be a little chopping you could do here or there, like the whole love thing between Anakin and Padme. You could clean that up a bit, but outside of that, I'm not cutting much.
You hated the first 3, right? Didn't you say you didn't like the first?
No. I like them. Actually, I'm a fan of the first 3. I like them.
Oh, I thought, what didn't you say the other day you didn't like? Was it the last 3?
Last 3.
The last 3.
Okay.
Didn't
Don't spoil
do
it because I didn't see it yet. I haven't seen the
Okay.
last 3 yet. I still didn't get through that.
It's worth watching, but yeah.
I have a little info on Topher Grace.
Mm-hmm.
You have info on Topher Grace? Let me guess. You went.
No, I didn't go to high school or college with him, and I didn't kiss him. None of that.
You were in daycare? You guys were in daycare?
I was in daycare with Topher Grace, and I was like, you shouldn't go by Chris. You should go by Topher. And he was like, brilliant.
I always forget that. I always
16 months old. Yeah.
That's good advice for a 16-month-old, let me tell you.
No, but what's weird is that there was a blind item way back in the day that was like, there is a guy. Now, the word for the it was Lucas Haas and Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire. They called themselves the P word posse because, when they were all single, they used to like drown in it. But they were like, they have nothing on this actor, and you'll never guess who it is because he doesn't broadcast it. But they were like, he was caught like at Fashion Week, like just like having sex with a model like on the floor when the show ended because like everybody like just women are just absolutely love him. He is like, and it was him. And it was like, you'd never guess, but he is just a magnet. Now, this was a long time ago, but back in his 20s and early 30s, apparently it was just like, and it was strange because like, it was embarrassing, like how many guesses there were and nobody got it. Because
really?
Nobody thinks so,
Yeah, he is definitely not although, I saw him, what he was really good in? The movie Good Company. You ever see that?
Oh my God, I thought I was the only one. I went to that movie with a person and we were the only people in the theater.
That's the one with Scarlett Johansson, right?
Yeah, and Dennis Quaid, right?
Yes,
yeah.
And Dennis Quaid is so good in that.
They had no money and they paid for her to live at NYU, even though they lived in Long Island, like live in the dorms. And I was like, this is how you could save money. And the person who was with me like, don't scream in the theater. I'm like, nobody else is here. It's fine.
Yeah, but he made that sacrifice. Because she wanted to go to NYU,
But she doesn't have to live in the dorms. People who live in Long Island, they commute. Still mad about it.
Don't you love those one little things that could just take you out of an entire story?
Oh, man.
It's Batman, Superman.
The what? The mom?
The mom.
Yeah, Martha.
I was so pissed at that.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I went, no, can't do it. Sorry. I just dismissed the whole rest of the movie. I'm like, I'm out.
I know. I'm on this weird side of TikTok now where I'm getting like a lot of like movie podcast people talking, and it's horrific. It's like the one I watched the other day and I was so enthralled by this. Robocop. Okay.
Love Robocop.
Okay. At the end, there's like a chase scene, and who's the bad guy in that? What's his name?
Actually, the guy from that 70s show, the father.
That's right. It ties in. But he looks and he throws like Bob out, and he's like, can Bob fly or whatever he says? And then he throws one of his henchmen out of the car.
Uh-huh.
And they were analyzing this, and they were like, he hits the car window and rolls off, and then you see him moving, so he lives. And then they continue to talk about it, and then they talk about, spoiler alert, everybody, they talk about how at the end of that movie, hold on, Frankie C, let me put that up there so everybody knows. they talk about at the end of that movie how him and the rest of his crew die. Like they all get shot and killed, and one guy gets like melted in acid. So they're like, Bob got off easy. Like, I wonder what Bob's doing. Like, you know, because he's survived, and you know, he was a traitor, and he was the one who wound up living. And I was like, that is fascinating. And then I caught myself in the mirror, and I was like, what are you doing with your life?
You're analyzing a RoboCop movie, basing it on reality. You're trying. If this really happened, if RoboCop.
I don't mean to correct you. I wasn't analyzing. I was watching 3 other grown men analyze.
You were analyzing an analyzation of RoboCop, and I think I may have. The bad guy was not the guy we're thinking. He was the bad guy in the third one. I think the bad guy in the original RoboCop was actually, I don't remember his name, but he was a good guy in Beverly Hills Cop. He was his chief captain.
No. Are you sure? I thought you had it right the first time.
I'm pretty sure the dad, I can't remember his name.
We're going to look this up right now. God damn it.
The heck is his name?
Kurtwood Smith?
Kurtwood Smith, yes. I think
Kurtwood Smith. He's in the first one.
He's not the third? He's not the bad guy in the third one?
No.
Oh, all right. So, all right. I'm sorry. I thought he was. All right. But the guy I'm thinking of is also in the first one, too.
Speaking of the third one, that's when what was the third one? He goes.
There was a gang, and there was like a drug thing.
Yeah, it was like a Chinese gang, right? It wasn't something like that?
I don't think so.
Am I too loud?
No.
I don't think so.
Why?
Okay. If someone in the chat saying I'm too loud.
All right.
Yeah.
I got you. We could do that. Remember the guy turns out to be, spoiler alert. Oh, good. It's still up. A robot. The Chinese guy that he fights. I remember this because he's doing karate and he's fighting Robocop. And the thing that takes me out of this movie is Robocop falls to the ground. Now they're in like a street scenario, so it's on concrete. The ground looks like concrete. He falls to the ground, but it bounces up and down like this because it's a rubber mat just painted like concrete.
The 80s, man. What do you want?
Yeah, I was like, this isn't real. I'm like, nothing's real.
Nothing. It's RoboCop. You're looking for reality in RoboCop.
Speaking of which, I was reading this thing, and it was all about Erin. I promise you, what 35? 5 more minutes. I don't want to drag it on.
No, go ahead. It's your show.
I'm watching this thing, and they're talking about toys sold in the 80s from violent movies. And Robocop was one of the movies. Like, you look at that and you go, I remember I watched Robocop a couple of years ago, and I go, how did I watch this?
How did this appeal to kids? Yeah, how did kids watch this movie?
Yeah, I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? And like, and then I called my mother up, and I'm like, "You're a terrible mother." I was like, I watched all of RoboCop. You know, I learned about drugs.
I watched a lot of scary movies when I was a kid. A lot of horror movies, like what's it called? Nightmare on Elm Street. All the zombie movies. I watched all those when I was a kid.
Where the fuck were our parents? Our parents go around going, "We were such." Look at how good our kids turned out. I was like, no thanks to them. Look at what we were doing.
What do you want?
I know, it's so crazy. Isn't it crazy? It's just
they were worried about the Cold War. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny. You can't bring a peanut into a school cafeteria, but back then we were like, let's watch RoboCop and follow it up with Nightmare on Elm Street.
I gotta tell you,
with the girl. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll remember.
At the beginning of RoboCop, the first 20 minutes. One of the bloodiest, goriest movie scenes ever.
Yeah.
And it's crazy gory. All right. Sorry.
Really, it's a lot. Erin was just going to say how she knows RoboCop. Her dad used to work with him.
Listen, no. But what I was going to say is the female equivalent. Girls, back me up on this unless I'm wrong. But there is sort of like a weird, how they say like the cat distribution system, like a cat will find you if you were looking for one. Every single girl I know, in there before they were ready, read the book Flowers in the Attic. And I did. And everyone I know did. And we don't know how, though. It's like, where did this book come from? Like, we didn't check it out of the library. Nobody gave it to us. It all just appeared. And I even spoke to my sister, who's 2 years younger. And I was like, did you read Flowers in the Attic? She's like, I read that when I was like 9. And I was like, how did you get it? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like,
it just appears.
I don't know how I got it either. You know,
Right,
because like if my mom found me reading that, she would, throw it out, kill it, But the whole thing is that it's just so strange. Like I want to know if Cuddles, J Sabs, like anyone in the chat, like did anybody read Flowers in the Attic like when they were extremely young, despite the subject matter?
I
And
saw the
how
movie
did you
when I
see
was
the book?
a kid.
And okay, two things. First of all,
Yeah, Christella.
me,
Sorry, she backed me up.
me
Sorry.
and
Go ahead.
no, it's okay. Me and your idiot husband both never heard that cat saying before, but it makes total sense. And two, is Flowers in the Attic the one where the young kid bangs the mom?
What?
No. It is brother and sister,
brother and
because they get
sister,
locked
and
in the attic.
there's a woman who locks them in the attic after the brother and sister's parents die. The grandmother, I think,
Okay.
has custody of them and like locks them away. I think there's three or four kids. I think there might be four kids
In the beginning. But anyway, the point is that it's messed up.
It
And
is messed up.
Mercury and Christella, I bet if J-Sabs or Cuddles were here, 1 out of 2 at least would say, yes, I read it. Yes, I was too young. No, I don't know how I got the book. It's very, very weird.
Fucked up movie.
Oh, wait, does this happen in the movie? Is that that's what Christella said?
No, the siblings getting together.
Yeah.
Oh, that does happen? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's in that movie then?
The original had Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the grandma was somebody famous, but I don't remember her name.
Sarah Michelle Gellar was no.
Heather Graham. There was a remake like a couple of years ago with Kieran Shipka and Heather Graham, but that's not. I mean, I didn't. That's not what I'm talking about. And also, I didn't even see the movie. I just read the book.
Somebody decided, wait, we didn't get it right on the first time out. We're gonna remake this movie.
Yeah, right.
A messed up
It
movie, man.
was a mini series. It was like for people who thought that 2 hours wasn't enough of all this horrible stuff. We have 6 weeks of it.
I don't know why I got confused. I thought I watched a movie. I don't know what it's called. I think of it sometimes, and I could look it up because I know who's in it. But it was who's the dude, the guy like the Big Lebowski? What's it, Jeff Bridges? So it's Jeff Bridges, and he plays like this artist or something like that, and he leaves. I think he's in the Hamptons or California or something, and he goes out and does weird artist stuff, and his wife winds up having an affair with this young kid who's, I don't know, the pool boy or his nephew or some shit like that. It was just a fucking weird, bizarre movie that I happened to catch one day, and I watched the whole thing. And then I think the kid's fooling around with the wife, and then the wife's son finds out and walks in the door. It's weird. It was a weird movie, and that was Something in the Attic. I think I don't know what the fuck that movie was called, but that's what made me think of it when you said Flowers in the Attic.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah,
I think that was a dream.
All right, now I'm gonna go look at this stupid movie.
It was a COVID dream.
Jeff Bridges on IMDb. All right, you ready for the surprise topic?
Yeah.
I thought Robocop was the surprise topic.
No.
Oh God.
So do you know the trend on the internet right now of action figures? People are making figures of themselves. We got AOA podcast figures.
There he is.
I'm starting with mine because mine's the most boring. But they got the gray hair right. I feel like should I zoom in this a little bit?
You don't have a mustache.
A light one, kind of. Not really, though. You're right. You don't
wear a sports coat.
Never do. I think they researched the internet and just heard blazer, and
that'll do it.
And the AI machine was like, "We got to put him in a blazer."
They gave you 2 microphones.
Yeah, I don't like the 2 microphone thing, but that is the exact computer that we use to broadcast the podcast. And they got Viola on the mug, which that's
a good touch. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So a cute little thing. We're gonna put that out on the social media. All right,
like a Disney character.
Yeah, it's got a little thing. It's got the hangy thing. It's a whole official thing. We could go now. Okay, so here's what's funny. I did this yesterday. This one, and then I went to do the others. I did you, and then I'm going to do Janine, and then it goes, because I had to do mine over because I tried to get rid of the second mic. So I go to do Janine, and it goes, oh no, you can only do 3 of these a day. and you have to wait 24 hours. So I'm like, all right. So today, like 2 hours ago, I'm like, oh, it must be time. So I put in, can you make the Janine figure now? And it goes, nope, you have like, an hour and 45 minutes left. I was like, oh shit. So I literally just finished it when we started the show. I got Janine's figure too. So that's why nobody's seen this and we're doing it here. But, and that's why I was going to do Erin. I was going to do Cuddles. And then I thought we could maybe have a couple of, the AOA holes do one. You'd have to send me your photo because I need that to do.
So how does this work? You have to tell it what you want as the little, like the mug and all that stuff, or it just you have to tell it. Okay,
yeah.
And I guess you upload pictures of yourself.
You upload a photo of yourself, and then you say, and I had to be specific. Like, so I said this microphone for my microphone. I said, put viola on a black mug, and it did that. I said, give me a DJ mixing board and a MacBook. And that's what I said. And I did mine first because I was like, let me see how it works. And I did it, and then it worked. And then, so then I did, hey, can you get rid of the mug and the microphone on the bottom? And then what it gave me next was like worse. And it wasn't that. So I was like, all right, screw it. The first one's fine. So then I did yours. And then when I go to do Janine, then I was like, nope, sorry, no more. So you can only do 3. So it has exploded so much. I don't fully understand AI, how it works, but it's exploded so much that in order not to drain the resources that AI needs to exist, like the electricity and all that, and the computing power it needs, it had to limit people to 3 in a 24-hour period. That's how much people are doing this trend on the internet right now.
What app is this? Like a popular? I know it's popular now, but is it a specific app you got to do this through?
Just ChatGPT. You could literally put it in. Yeah, because there was an update a few weeks ago where they fixed. Because prior to this, whenever you put anything into ChatGPT, and if you wanted to like, hey, say voila on the mug, it could not spell anything right. Like it's got Anthony on Air podcast and anthonyonair.com on there. Like you would tell it to do that, and it would always be wrong or misspelled, or the letters would be shaped weird. They couldn't handle text on the images. Whatever update they did a couple of weeks ago fixed that, and so that's what's led and spawned this trend. So, question is, do you want to see Frankie C next or J-Sabs next? What order should we go in? Because your guys' stuff is hilarious. I really enjoy your guys' stuff.
Let's go to J-Sabs. I would say J-Sabs first.
All right, J-Sabs first. Ladies first.
Here we go.
Okay. So let me bring up J-Sabs.
Can I guess? Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
A mask.
So we gave J-Sabs
that's a generous microphone, by the way. She does not use. She uses the thing that hangs off her earbuds, by the way.
We gave her the mask that she was seen wearing in the airport that time she was traveling. She's got a COVID a vaccine card.
Nice.
That's a vaccine card, and she has a salad bowl, which she's been known to hide and walk out of stores with.
Is that iced tea? What beverage is that?
Great question. I don't know. That was not included in the prompt, and I don't know how that got there. It just put a random bottle of whatever there, so I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was expecting like, I don't know, like a cat fucking with the microphone or something, something that makes noise on the microphone.
It was hard to come up with some of that stuff.
This is good though.
Yeah, it's not bad, right? It's not bad. I think it's pretty good. Yours is equally as good.
Okay. If it doesn't have the sync thingy, I'm calling shenanigans.
Okay. All right. So, okay. I tried to do that, and I didn't have the confidence that it would work. So
so you didn't want to waste a move on it.
I didn't want to waste a move on it, so the sync thingy is not included. I should have. I gave you. All right, here. Let's bring yours up. There's Frankie.
Why am I fat?
You're not fat.
I'm chubby.
It's just no. You're not chubby. Well,
I'm a wide fella.
No, I'm just as wide.
No, I don't think so.
I'm whiter than you in real life, so I don't know. Well, I took this from, it was a screenshot of the last episode. You were wearing a maroon colored shirt.
I was.
So that's where I took it from. And we got you your bottle of Snapple, although I didn't say Snapple iced tea. I just said a bottle of Snapple, which is why it's not Snapple colored.
I drink orangeade. It looks like orangeade.
Kind of, yeah. But you got your microphone. You've got...
Jesus Christ, he's eclipsing the microphone. He's so big.
Microphone can't fit in the thing.
No,
Not only that, I mean... no, go ahead. Never mind.
Wow, this is getting bad feedback. Frankie C does not look anything like that. Poor Frank. I mean, okay. Now I see it. It's a little. Man, I was so excited. I thought everybody's gonna love it.
Sorry,
he's a little wider than he is in real life. I get that, but I think they got the glasses right. They got your hair.
Yeah, I'm wearing glasses, but that's pretty much.
Your hair's a little browner than it is, and I feel like your actual hair is black, a little more black than brown.
Mercury said no coat rack.
I know. Okay. I'll tell you what. We'll try and do version 2. We'll try the sync thingy. We'll try the coat, because I was like, how can I get the coat rack? And I know I have the sketch, but I wasn't confident that it was going to do it. You know. And then
I look like the guy from Up when he was in his 20s.
All right, maybe there's square shaped glasses. Yeah, maybe. But your things are good. You got little nachos for the table.
Oh, the socks, because I wear socks in bed.
And socks in bed. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then it gave you a mug. I said a mug, and then that's what it gave you.
Oh, I didn't even see the mug. Very good.
Yeah, a little mug down there.
Yeah, I do have it on him. I should break that out a little more often.
Please don't do me. I'm nervous.
Well, I was gonna put like a trivia card on yours.
No. I know that the side dishes are not what I'm afraid of.
Oh.
I don't want to be big.
Well, you'd have to give me a photo if you wanted to do it. So that's an easy way for you to not do it.
Can ChatGPT animate these?
Although you two look good, J Sabs and Anthony, very nice.
Yeah, see, I was gonna say, unlike
I look
Frank,
shorter. I look like I'm 2 feet shorter than you, when in reality, I'm a good foot taller than you.
Yeah, the sizes aren't right. The sizes are not correct. Yeah, yours is look at your feet. Look how wide your feet are. I don't know why it made it like that.
I'm not fat, but I'm chubbier than I am in real life.
But look at your feet. Look how much wider your feet are than my feet and J-Sab's feet.
He's not even touching the ground. He's like,
I have Herman Munster shoes.
Yeah.
I like the shoes. I like the shoes.
I'll tell you what, it's almost really, we should swap bodies, because you dress better than I do too. So if we swap the bodies, this would be a bit more accurate.
That would help.
Yeah. I was going to say, unlike you, I like mine because mine's a look improvement for me.
Yeah, you look like Jim from The Office in this one.
That's a fucking dream right there.
I look like... What?
Paul says he looks like a teenage Ted Cruz.
Oh, why would you say that, Paul?
Who, me?
Say it, Paul did.
No. I look like a teenage Ted Cruz?
Yeah, so that's what he said.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah, because he's got that beard now, that fucking weirdo creeper.
You got to get rid of the mustache for you, Aunt.
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
And
that's true.
I was more scruffy in the photo that I uploaded, I think.
Frank has beady eyes. You two have whites.
Oh, J-Sabs has beady eyes too.
Yeah, she doesn't have beady. Yeah.
Anthony, you have white. You have white around your eyes, though.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know why. That wasn't part of the prompt.
Weird. And I have cartoony ears. You have real looking ears.
Mm. Yeah, I'm more Pixar looking. I think you guys are more figure looking.
I'm more South Park looking.
Aww.
Still, I thought the socks came out great. I think the socks.
Yeah, they nailed the socks. I'll give them that. They nailed the
nachos
socks.
for the table. All right, I'm going to redo yours. I'm going to get the Snapple bottle right. The Snapple has to stay.
The Snapple's fine.
Thingy, coat rack.
Coat rack.
What's your fourth? What's a fourth for Frank?
Let's see.
I did think about putting a MAGA hat in there, and I did not do that. So.
No, don't do that.
Appreciate that.
What was the fourth thing? I forgot.
A possum.
Possum.
That's a good callback. A possum.
Let's see what else. Metallica CD.
Yeah, I almost put a Britney Spears CD in Janine's, and then I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be." And then here's the thing: I wasn't confident that it would have been. Somebody said Oval for Erin before, and I thought the same thing. I'm like, "Oh, I'll take a picture of Oval and I'll put it up there," but I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna really get it well.
I got the cover, the actual art cover art.
Oh, that yeah. Maybe snap a picture of that and send it to me because I was gonna take a screenshot from the shirt artwork that's out there. But if you have that, that'll be better.
Cuck rack. Can they put a cuck chair in there?
Oh, a cuck chair. That would be funny.
No, that doesn't fit me, but that's something we talk about. Let's see.
I feel like, didn't you provide the cuck chair tour when you came back from vacation that time?
That's true. A busted up nightstand.
Oh, yeah.
That says Robin.
What did Robin say?
A busted up nightstand.
That was the other thing. Oh, I did think of that. And I'm like, how am I going to explain like a cracked nightstand? I didn't want to put too much instruction in some of this stuff. Mercury, I did use photos of Janine and Frank. I uploaded photos of the three of us to get this done. Mercury also said Metallica t-shirt, Pound Town sign. Is that for Janine?
I don't know.
Yes, Fly NY, Chat GPT 4. Yes. Yep. Use Chat GPT 4. I can give you guys
a pillow for Frankie Minaj.
Oh, the Frankie, that's a good one. That's good. Laura says mine resembles Ray Romano. That's the first time I've ever been confused with him. That's a good Robert. J Sams needs a vibrator and a traffic ticket. I did think about the traffic ticket. And then the Dunkin' Donuts small pump. What is it?
No long pumps.
Yeah, I did think of that too. I'm like, I don't know how to get that together, but I don't know. All right, so Erin, you don't want to be a figure?
No, I want to be a figure, but I want the person who did you two, not Frank. No, I'm just afraid. Well,
if
no, it's okay. Whatever.
Give me your best photo that you'll be happy with.
I'm just happy to be nominated. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. Robin said I look like Always Sunny animation, which is true.
Aww.
Or yeah. I look like I'm straight out of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's it. That's who Janine. Her eyes remind me of the claymation.
Yeah. Janine wants to be a dentist.
That was fucking great. All right, that's it. That's all I got. What do you got there, Erin?
Okay, I just got a game for you guys. You don't need a pen. You don't need a paper. People in the chat, you can help if you want, but just don't look it up and help them because that's not fair. So we had such success with the Hallmark Christmas movies. Were they true or false? So this is spring Hallmark movies. True or false?
Ooh.
So this covers.
These are tough.
This covers spring, Easter, Passover, and weddings. Okay.
All right. So we're going shot for shot here. Score 1 point. Score 1 point. Okay.
Okay. We have a bunch of them, but we can stop at any time. We have 22, but we can stop at any time. Who wants to go first?
Frankie can go first.
All right, I'll go first. And I get to what? Do I get to team up with someone in the chat?
No. Just you can look at the chat for help as long as they're not Googling it. Because some of these, if you Google the title, they'll show them, and that's not fair. But if you want to help out and just by your instinct, please help him out. And also, we're going to go back and forth. If you win, you don't get to go again. Cool?
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, Frank. First up is a movie called Easter Under Wraps. Oh, and by the way, this is Hallmark, this is Lifetime, and this is CBS.
Okay. Now, Fly NY says, I may as well leave LOL. I have no idea about this. Basically, we just have to know. Yeah, Erin made up some Hallmark movie titles and descriptions, and there are real ones. And we just have to tell We have to know, is it a real one or is it one that Erin made?
No
That's the
one
game.
knows any of them, Fly why. It's not like
Yeah.
anybody, I mean, except for Cuddles, but she's not here, thank goodness.
Yeah, we
Only
don't know
because she'd know.
Yeah, we don't know any of the real ones. So this is all guessing. Did Erin make it up or is this an actual movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
right.
Robin says Bing is allowed, just as long as you don't Google it. Bing is allowed.
Mm,
What a wise ass. How do you not love him? Go ahead.
Okay, the first one, Frank, is called Easter Under Wraps, and the description is Erin Cavendish goes undercover at her family's chocolate plant.
Erin Cavendish? What a fucking name. Oh, I hope fucking Erin made this up. I just hope.
Erin Cavendish
I just
goes
want to see
undercover.
where Erin Cavendish goes from here. I hope it's your character. Sorry, go ahead.
Erin Cavendish can be my thing for my my figurine. Okay, Erin Cavendish goes undercover at her family's chocolate plant to see why sales are down when she meets head chocolatier Brian, who has new ideas on how to update the Easter product line.
It's always a new idea to save the company.
Chocolatier, but
Well,
anyway,
it's not gonna be an
Easter
old
Under
idea.
Wraps.
Easter Under Wraps. I like it. I would actually see this movie. Erin Cavendish.
I'm gonna put this description into ChatGPT so it will make the movie for me.
Oh, you see?
And I'm actually keeping score this time, as opposed to when I usually don't.
All right. What do we think, chat? Do we think this is a real Hallmark movie, or do we think it's a movie that Erin made up?
All right, while we wait for the chat, the movie that I was thinking of with Jeff Bridges was called The Door in the Floor. So, what did you say? Flowers in the Attic? It's not even remotely close. It's the
It's the exact opposite. It's like if you can't afford the attic, you got the door in the place. Don't let me talk anymore.
It's the Wish version of Flowers in the Attic.
The point is, attic, door in the floor, fucked up sexual situations happen. That's the whole point.
If I had $50, I would have bet that this movie didn't exist. I cannot believe you found it.
Swear to God, you want to know something? Kim Basinger plays the female in it. The lead. Yeah.
All right, so that's 3 movies she's in. I can't really name a lot of Kim Basinger movies.
3 movies.
Batman. There was that Batman one, and then
Batman, LA Confidential for 10 minutes.
My Stepmother is an Alien.
My Stepmother's an Alien.
And this, Floor in the Door.
And whatever the hell you just said. 4 on the floor. So everybody is saying that it's fake except Robin, who thinks it's true. I'm going to say you made it up as well.
Final answer?
Final answer.
No, that one exists. I would have said Erin Cavendish.
Damn it.
Erin Cavendish.
Erin Cavendish.
Okay, can I look this up now?
Go ahead.
All right,
Our weekend is made, by the way. We are watching this movie.
I mean, I need to know what Erin Cavendish looks like.
Yeah, do we know who plays
Erin? Figurine out of her.
Yeah.
Do we know who plays her?
That's what I'm going to look up right now.
All right.
I'm going to put it on the screen, Frankie C, though, before I search it, because I don't want to know one split second before you guys.
If it's not Jennifer Love Hewitt, I'm out.
How would you spell Cavendish? C-A-V?
No, put the name of the movie in it.
Oh.
Yeah, don't put Erin Cavendish.
What's the matter with you? You never look anything up before? There you go.
Chocolate plant with new owner. It's like, why are you doing the plot?
All right, let's see. I don't know who this is.
Did you go to the IMDb thing?
No, this is
You're terrible at this. You're looking at photos. Go to the cast.
Oh, okay. But I thought we would be able to identify who this person was, but we
if it was a mainstream movie, maybe, but
okay. Oh, that's a lovely. Look at this presentation of the chocolate. Oh no, what happened? It opened in a new window. Shit.
Oh, I hate you.
Hold on.
Looks like they get together. Spoiler alert. I mean, they seem very happy together with their Easter baskets. Ooh, do I have that right behind me? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Hold that up next to it. Oh my God.
We have that.
We have that.
What
whatever
the
that
fuck
was.
is happening? This is the weird. Did you guys set this up? Wait, you knew the movie?
No, I had no idea. I grabbed this
No,
off the
Erin.
table in our living room.
My God,
Oh,
Steve, would I
really?
get an egg that's in this movie?
Did Erin leave it there? I think she. Oh, I think Erin planted all of this.
This is weird.
Oh my
That is
God.
too crazy of a conspiracy. The stupid picture won't come back because they're playing a video. All right, let's see.
Is
Erin
it weird that my
Cavendish.
maiden name is Cavendish? Is that weird?
What'd you say?
Is it
Look
weird
at her
that my maiden
dad.
name is Cavendish?
Her
Who's her
dad,
dad?
or I'm assuming her dad, Foster Cavendish.
Okay. Who's the actress?
Cavendish. Fiona Gubelman.
Uh,
What's a better
From
name?
Googleman to Cavendish.
Did nobody ever mention to Fiona that actresses change their name all the time? Like, that's okay. That's allowed.
I don't know. You're not going to forget Googleman.
Do you think Fiona's dad was like, "You're a Goobleman. Now go out there and be
Foster
proud of it"?
Goobleman? You think Foster Goobleman?
Foster Goobleman sat her down. You listen to Pa Foster Goobleman here, and when I tell you, be proud.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, supposedly,
Oh,
look,
God.
she was in Mad Men, Modern Family, and New Girl. Look at that.
There you go. Googleman.
More things than Kim Basinger.
That's
Right?
right.
Fascinating.
Good point. Good point. That's a good
All right,
point.
you ready for the next one?
Yes, although I feel like, I'm sorry, Fiona, it's like, can we not afford one of the Olsen people? All right, get Fiona Goldman on. Let's just go with her. She looks exactly
Yeah.
like a...
He does
Right?
look like, what's the family name there? Olsen.
Ashley
yeah.
Olsen? Yeah.
One of them.
Okay. Mary Ashley Olsen. That's my favorite.
All right.
All right,
so
Erin.
We got
I'm ready.
one down and I got it wrong.
All right. And it's your turn.
Yes.
The movie is called Somebunny, like SOMEBUNNY, Somebunny.
Nice.
Virtually invisible high school junior Brant works with his crush Michelle at the mall, but the only reason he can get close to her is because he plays the Easter Bunny for photos, and she doesn't know who he is. The chemistry is growing while he's allowed to stay undercover, but time and the Easter season is running out.
This is another one I would watch instantly. This is good. I love Brant. That's a great vibe. Where do they come up with these names? That's brilliant.
Is it short for Brantley?
Yeah,
Like
probably.
Brantley Gilbert.
The only other Brant I've ever heard of is in The Big Lebowski. 5 bonus points if you could figure out the famous line from that movie that involves Brant. All right.
I got too many bonus points as it is.
I'm leaning towards Brant can't watch though, or he's got to pay 100. This is fucking one of the best lines in that movie.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards This Is Real. Some bunny. It's just really well put together, which this is a big compliment to you, Erin, if you did create this. This is so finely crafted. Like some bunny, somebody. We don't know who's in the bunny suit. Classic of, I can't get next to the girl, but I'm next to the girl, professing my love. I'm Flying Y says fake news. Mercury says true. I'm going with Mercury. I believe somebody is real, and if it's not, I want it to be real. So I'm sticking with that answer.
Okay. All right. So you're saying it's true.
True.
Final answer?
Yes.
Fly on Y. You're better than you think. I made that up. I made it up. It's false.
Bam!
You're
Isn't she good?
wasting your life on this show. You should be cranking out Lifetime Hallmark scripts.
Isn't she really good? Isn't that a great one?
Some bunny. God damn it. You know what infuriates me? This is what
I
really
don't know.
pisses me off. No, this is what really upsets me. She's got 20 more of these. Do you know what? Or maybe because she didn't make them all up. So maybe
Right.
8 more,
10 more. Yeah, a lot.
It's fucking infuriating. And I'm not even going to ask you when you started on this, because if you say this afternoon, I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving.
No, I started Wednesday.
Okay, thank God. I think you're just saying that to make me feel better, but thank you.
No, it's true. Do you remember Wednesday I said we're going to have a great game?
Oh,
Remember?
yes.
After
Okay.
the show.
All right. I still couldn't
Telling
get
ya.
that done from Wednesday to now. So
Erin has talent, baby.
Okay, so both of you are tied at 0. Number 3 is for Frank, and it's called An Easter Bloom. A young gardener named Amanda sets out to save her family farm by entering a floral competition for Easter. She meets a local pastor along the way who helps her restore the hope she lost. An Easter Bloom.
This one sounds very Hallmarky. This sounds. I mean, they all do, but I feel like this one with the pastor. That's an extra little twist in there. Oh, they're all so good because I can't. It's hard. This is so difficult because that could be a real one. They could all be real. What do we think in the chat here? All right, Christella says it's a real one. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's a real Hallmark movie.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You're on the board.
Hey,
wow.
That one is real.
that's one.
If anybody wants
baby.
to see an Easter Bloom this weekend, it's available.
And we're gonna be busy watching that. What is that other one? The first one?
Easter Under Wraps.
Easter Under Wraps.
We got to see our Easter egg on film, the one behind you.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a star, baby.
Okay, Aunt, you ready for your
Yes.
comeback?
Yes.
All right. This one is called Wedding Bells, the same way you'd spell it, like BELLS. When two commitment-phobic professionals with little in common are asked to be the best man and maid of honor at a mutual friend's wedding, they didn't expect a life-changing romantic experience of their own. Wedding Bells.
Mm.
I'm going to say this is real. True.
Final answer?
Yes.
Okay, you're tied. You're right. That
Ah.
one's real.
Yeah, it didn't have the Erin panache.
He didn't. It was lacking. That's honestly
You're bored.
that's where I was going. Yeah.
Okay,
All
back
right,
to
so
you,
we're
Frank.
tied up. Okay,
You ready?
ready.
Okay, this one's called Going to the Chapels. Chapel is possessive. So going to the chapel, '(S), going to the chapels. When the bank threatens to take Mary Ellen Chapel's pottery painting business,
Damn
her
bank every time.
Her ex-husband secretly rallies the whole town to book painting appointments to get her back in the black. Will it be enough to get everything back on track? Going to the chapels.
A damn bank. So I guess their last name is Chapel.
Yeah, Mary Ellen Chapel. Yep. I'm guessing her ex-husband as well.
They gave birth to Chapel Roan many years later.
Oh boy.
All right.
What a big movie.
And they flopped her first name with her last name.
Mhm.
I will say this is an Erin special. People in the chat are thinking Erin as well. I think this is a fake one.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Oh, I'm becoming too transparent. You're right.
Oh,
Going to the chapels does not exist
Oh.
for those who wanted to see it.
that was real good too. You came up with I said that was that their last name, and yeah, Mary Ellen Chapel. So that was really good. You had the name locked and loaded.
I didn't notice that. You're
I thought
right.
the fact that I said I guess her ex-husband, I thought that maybe you'd think it was a real movie.
It gave me pause. It did. It did.
Aw.
That was
All
really
right,
good.
Aunt. You ready to tie it up?
I'm ready.
Okay. This one's called Love's Greek to Me. LOVE''S, Greek to Me. Ileana travels to Santorini with her Greek boyfriend Mike for a family wedding. When he surprises her by proposing, she gets caught in the whirlwind of his overzealous mom. Love's Greek to Me.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Can you read that again?
Sure. Love's Greek to me. Ileana travels to Santorini with her Greek boyfriend Mike for a family wedding. When he surprises her by proposing, she gets caught in the whirlwind of his overzealous mom.
It's tough. Is this a real Hallmark movie, or did Erin make it up?
I go so back and forth with it. Do you think we're causing ourselves like psychological damage that we're going to be dealing with when we're older?
I think the psychological damage that we're causing here is drops in the bucket to whatever the rest of the podcast does to us.
Robin, stop using Bing, fly on Y, don't phone a friend. Gotta do it by yourself.
I'm going to say this is a real movie. You did not make this up, Erin. I'm going to say real movie. True.
Final answer?
Yes.
Oh, you're tied again. You boys love your ties.
All right,
Wow.
2-2.
Wow.
All right. It's a game. We got a game, folks.
This is a game. It's a tough one.
Back to you.
All right, I'm ready.
I don't know your name. Okay. The bridesmaid wore blue.
The bridesmaid wore blue.
The bridesmaid wore blue. When Kayla attends her 9th wedding as a bridesmaid, she vows there will not be a 10th and sets out on a mission to meet her husband to be before the weekend is over. The bridesmaid wore blue.
See, that's another good one. That's a good movie.
I don't get what does blue have to do with it.
She's upset. She's blue. She's the one thing blue at the wedding.
You think
something borrowed, something blue?
Got it.
She's blue.
You think it was blue velvet that she wore?
Could be. She's not the lady in red.
All right, let's get back on track here.
She could be the devil with the blue dress on.
Oh, could be the devil.
This sounds. Oh,
Robin's confused. She's a Smurf.
I think this is. It's a good one. I think Erin made this up. I'm going to say it's fake.
Final answer?
Yes.
Oh, it's false. I thought I was going to get you with that one. It sounded like a movie.
It did. Right. It was a really good one. I want to see that one.
All right. Frank is 3.
All right. 3 deuce.
Back to you. Deuce. Okay. Okay. Aunt, your turn. And this one is called When Love Springs. When Love Springs. A junior PR professional arrives at a quaint B&B for her parents' vow renewals and runs into a former flame who broke her heart. Panicked and afraid of humiliation, she pretends the B&B owner is her new boyfriend. When Love Springs.
That's a tough one.
This is really good, though.
It's a good description that it could be either one. It could be Erin wrote it or stuff. Yeah. It's hard to read this one.
Again, I kind of want to see it too. I want to watch it. I'm going to say this is fake. That this is an Erin special.
Final answer?
Yes.
No, this one is true. I was surprised myself. Did you notice the pause before this one? It was because I was like, I wrote this, but I checked and I didn't.
Very good. All right. So I'm still in the lead.
Okay, back to you, hun.
Here we go.
And this is called Once Bitten, Twice Oh My. Once bitten, twice oh my. Exclamation point. There's a lot of punctuation in this one. Once bitten, twice oh my.
Is George Takei in it?
No. Oh my. Hard to tell. All right. Guy making a vow never to fall in love again after being scorched by ex Gloria debates taking a position at a company half a world away when the first girl to truly tempt him in years shows up.
All right. Can you read it again?
Guy making a vow never to fall in love again after being scorched by ex Gloria, debates taking a position at a company half a world away when the first girl to truly tempt him in years shows up.
The first girl to really tempt him in years.
I wish we could
Shows up.
steal. Maybe we should build this into the game, Erin.
Do what? What do you mean? See me, Tyler, talking about it?
No, like if I want to steal this one from Frank and he's willing to give it up.
The next one, I'll do that. I'll make that, but I can't. I've been drinking too much white wine, and I don't even know what I wrote anymore. So
No, but it's like, is that good though? Because then one person could wind up getting way more questions than the other. I don't know.
I'll
But
think on it.
See how that's
think on it.
possible. Yeah. Okay. Once bitten, twice.
Oh my.
He was afraid to do it again, but now this girl comes into his life. Real.
Robin says chance to steal, like in Family Feud. Everybody loves a chance to steal. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but there's only two answers.
Pitch
It's either
idea.
yes it is or no it isn't.
No, but I can steal a question from you. I could say, I want to steal, you know?
Yeah, but how do you steal if it's the question's posed to me?
And then I get to answer, and then you get two more questions. You get two questions in a row. Like maybe I get a chance to steal and you get one block. So we each get a block and a steal.
What if we each get 3 steals per game?
I was going to say,
Can we
you're
do
gonna
that
have
next
to
time
limit
though? Because
Yeah, next
it.
time.
Yeah, next time. Yeah. We're pitching.
Okay.
But there's got to be a limit. 2, 3 might be too much. Maybe 1 or 2, 3. Yeah, it should be a limit. Yeah, I agree.
All right. So this one I think is a real Hallmark movie.
once bitten, twice oh my is real.
Shit.
Final answer. No. I'm asking. Is that what you're saying?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. That's my final answer.
Okay, I'm sorry. No, I made that up. I made it up. It's false.
Oh.
I thought that was a real one. That was a good. That's good.
The goal got called back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Ant, were you going to say it was, were you going to steal and say not true?
Yes.
After review,
Sorry.
the play on the ice is reversed.
Sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm
All right.
sorry, but that is not true. Guy
Not
is
true.
not going to be once bitten, or is he going to be twice oh my?
Okay. So that's 3-2 still.
It is 3-2.
So I could legit steal because this is bottom of the inning.
Chance to tie with yes, comma, I do. Yes, I do. Busy chocolatier. Yes, another one. Charlotte has left helicopter mechanic James at the altar 3 times. Now she somehow has to find a way to prove this time she will follow through. Busy chocolatier Charlotte has left helicopter mechanic James at the altar 3 times. Now she somehow has to find a way to prove this time she will follow through. The movie is called Yes, comma, I do. Yes, I do.
Here's what's messing me up. I think I might have seen this preview for this movie. Because a lot of the Hallmark movies are on Netflix now, and you leave the thing on, you're on the cursors on it for so long, and then it starts.
Yeah. You've seen this one.
No, I literally think I might have seen this like a couple of nights ago on a preview. Yes.
So then you know it's real. So say it's real.
Yes, I do. No, but what's messing me up is I don't know if it was called Yes, I Do. The premise was she's left this guy, and that's just to prove that she's not going to leave him this time around to get him to agree to marry her again.
Well, that's the game, my friend.
I'm going to say real. It's a real movie.
You think Yes, I do is real? Final answer.
Not when you say it in that tone.
Not with that attitude.
Yes, I do. Sticking with it.
Okay, you're right. It's true. You're right. So you're tied.
Wow.
You did see it on Netflix.
Also, just interestingly, I don't want to mess you up or get in your heads, but nobody has ever, after I say final answer, I went over our games, no one has ever changed their mind. Just so you know.
That's a good point.
Okay. Back to you, hon. Frank, ready?
Okay. Still, so we're tied, right? 3-3?
Yes, you are tied.
Okay.
This one is called Passover Petals. Florist Petula's anxiety over bringing her Gentile boyfriend Roy home for Passover may be warranted. Is her family ready for such a change? Passover petals.
Petals, because she's a florist. Petals. Is that a word?
Yeah, it's like a flower. Passover, Petals.
Right. Okay. I will say, oh man, this is a tough one.
Would you
So
steal this one if this was part of the game, Ant?
No, I would not. I would not go near
Staying
this
10
one.
feet away from Passover petals.
I don't want any part of this.
Oh, I'm gonna say. Oh my God, what do I say here? I'm gonna look at the chat here. What does the chat think?
Oh, but you did make me think passing might be an option.
True. Flying Lie says false. Christella says false. All right, I'll go with majority here and say Erin made this one up.
Final answer?
Final answer.
I did. I thought you would think that was real.
Sorry.
You guys are doing much better than the Christmas ones. All right.
All right, so 4-3.
4-3. And the next one is for Anthony. And it's called Ballroom Glitz. Ballroom Glitz. Widowed dance instructor Kathy's studio gains nationwide attention when her classes/date nights have produced over 39 weddings in 10 years. When she meets new in town Kyle, is it really love, or is the PR to be number 40 clouding her judgment?
This is not real.
Okay, you think
quick reaction.
This is not real. It's great. It's another good, like, I love that idea. Yeah. 27 dresses-esque kind of. Not 27. What's that one? Good Luck Chuck. Good Luck Chuck-esque.
Two totally different movies.
Yeah, that whole like, oh, this is the magical place kind. I'm going to say not real. Not real.
Okay.
Erin's special.
It's not. Okay, good job.
Yes.
Thanks for being so passionate. Okay.
Yes.
All right, you're tied again.
Wait, that doesn't count because you didn't say final answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
but
kidding.
He was so passionate.
That's true.
All right.
All right, so 4-4.
All right. Back to you, Frank. This one is called Doggone Love. Doggone Love. Ask me if you want me how to spell it.
2 G's?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Up for a promotion, Abigail keeps using her neighbor Trent for free doggy daycare. Can she come up for air from work long enough to see that Trent wants to be as close to her as his golden retriever and her chocolate Labrador are? Doggone Love.
Doggone Love. Oh, it's a good one too. See, you got the dog. You got the whole doggy daycare setup. She's probably a chocolatier or a florist. And that damn bank is probably looking to repossess the dogs or something.
Oh no, the dog.
I will say that, Erin, you wrote this one.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You are correct. I wrote this one.
And the only reason I thought that was because of the doggy daycare thing has been a topic around the house. And it clicked with me a little bit. That's all.
And the fact that I keep saying doggone.
I like the name.
I would have gotten that wrong, by the way.
Back to you, Ant.
Okay. Let's so what is it? 5-3?
5-4.
5-4.
I thought it was 5-3, but I think is it 5-4?
No.
Yeah.
No, it is because the last one you were so convinced.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right. Okay, and it's called Loving Leah. Loving Leah. After strict Jewish law dictates he marry his brother's widow, a handsome Washington, D.C. doctor and a young New York woman fall in love at an unusual time after they get married. Loving Leah.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
Can you read it one more time?
Loving Leia. After strict Jewish law dictates he marries his brother's widow, a handsome Washington, D.C. doctor and a young New York woman fall in love at an unusual time after they get married.
So they're basically forced to marry each other, and they fall
Mm-hmm.
in love after they're forced to marry.
And to that I say, doggone.
I feel like this might be too good for Hallmark. I'm going to say this is not real. False. Erin special.
Final answer?
Yes.
No, this one's true.
Oh,
I had to do Passover petals to match the trueness of Loving Leia. Sorry. All right.
damn it.
Still 5-4.
All right.
Correct. All right. The next one for Frank is called Sailing into Love.
Ooh.
Biology teacher Claire, conducting a class on Blue Island, takes action when she learns that her former boyfriend works for the developer that is building a resort. Her crusade to save the nearby island from development leads to an unexpected romance with the handsome and mysterious young sea captain who is new to the seaside town.
It's a lot of detail. That's a good story too, with a tropical island and the whole thing. See, that's another one I want to watch. Oh man, that is tough. So much, like I could see the movie right now. And I think
Sailing into Love.
Sailing into Love. Oh boy. The chat says, dang it. False. So, okay. This sounds like, I think, Erin, I think you wrote this one. It's again, too good.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Put aside some time tomorrow because you can watch this one because it is real.
Wow.
Oh, burn.
Wow. I thought, okay. It's all the detail you put into it. Okay.
She really took it to you in that response, too. Put aside some time tomorrow, loser. You're going to watch this one.
I'll fucking watch it right now.
All right. Aunt, your turn. My best friend's bouquet. My best friend's bouquet. When Josie accidentally catches a wedding bouquet before her engaged friend, she is reminded of a family myth that could jeopardize her friend's happiness. My best friend's bouquet.
That could also refer to your best friend's smell. Isn't bouquet another word for smell? Like odor?
Is it?
Yeah, the bouquet. You smell the bouquet.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend smell is another channel.
My best friend's bouquet. Shoot. See, I would let you steal. If you wanted to steal this, I would let you steal this one.
Best friend's bouquet. I don't know if I would steal it because this is a tough one. Best friend's bouquet. Robin said Bing doesn't know.
Bing doesn't know. I was gonna say false. I don't like this one. I don't like this one.
You don't think it's real?
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass it to you according to the new rules.
Oh, come on.
No shit. I'm gonna say.
If you want to eliminate to 50-50, I'll take away 2 answers and they're true or false.
Can I get a reading again, please?
Sure. My best friend's bouquet. When Josie accidentally catches a wedding bouquet before her engaged friend, she is reminded of a family myth that could jeopardize her friend's happiness.
I'm gonna say this is false. We got a couple of trues. I'm gonna say false.
Final answer?
Yes.
Put aside some time tomorrow, my friend, because you can watch this movie. You two can watch them in parallel and then compare notes.
They're
Let me
losers. We are.
Let me know what time you want to start. Frank, text me when you're ready.
Okay, sounds good. We'll text each other through the whole movie, through both movies. What's going on in your movie?
What's
What's going on in yours?
What's the banker look like in yours?
Looks like a real dick, if you ask me.
Mine too.
If he looks anything like Frank's action figure, we're in trouble.
He has these beady eyes.
Okay.
Trying to sell us.
All right,
thing.
we're almost at the end. All right.
Okay.
We got 5 left. All right. Maybe more. I don't know. Okay. It's Frank's turn, and this one is Ring Around the Rosa. Ring Around the Rosa. Upon her grandmother's passing in Tuscany, magazine editor Rosa, that's my fault, discovers she was left an heirloom ring in the will. The only catch is that she has 24 hours to retrieve it. Is it worth leaving her busy life and her adventure-phobic boyfriend to visit the romantic country for a ring she may never need? Ring Around the Rosa.
Oh. Fascinating. Ring Around the Rosa. That's a good one. Oh, that's tough. Because I feel like this could go either way. Because I feel like Ring Around the is a popular Hallmark Channel title.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a bunch of those. But I don't know. I will say Ring Around the Rosa. I'll say that's true. No, hang on. Ring Around the Rosa. I'll say it's true. True.
Okay.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Do not put aside time tomorrow, for this movie does not exist.
All right. I was 50-50. I just picked one. I didn't know because that was a tough one. All right, so what's the score?
50-50. Sorry.
No, but I mean, my thought on it was 50-50.
I see. Apologies all around. All right. You ready?
Ready.
What's the score?
It's still
5.
It's still 5-4.
Still
You guys have gotten the last few wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's your turn for The Shore Thing. SHORE. The Shore Thing.
Okay.
Reese's Jersey Shore beach house had the perfect view, only to discover construction in place to obstruct it. Can she convince the newly widowed homeowner Owen that the shore is not it's all cracked up to be, and he should find a new place for his house so she can keep her view?
This
thing.
This sounds very real to me. The only thing I'm a little weary about is the Jersey Shore thing. Like, if this was a shore thing, you would think Hamptons Beach or, Myrtle Beach or something like. I feel like they don't put Hallmark movies in Jersey.
But then it would be the Myrtle thing. Sorry. I'm not weighing in.
So there's no love going on in Jersey. It's all no romantic.
I don't know. I feel like in all the Hallmark movies I've ever seen, none of them have been Jersey centric.
Well, maybe it was cheaper the tax. They got a tax break for Jersey. I don't know.
They're filming a lot. Netflix is building a whole big studio in Jersey, massive studio.
There you go.
I want to say this is real. This feels very true. You got to eliminate the house, and then you fall in love. This is very, very true. Very real. It feels. I'm going to say true. Real movie.
Final answer?
Yes.
It's very, very false. I made this up.
Boom.
I fell for it when she hit the second very. I was like, yes, I got it. That was a big letdown.
Okay, I think. All right. Back to you, Frank.
Okay.
This one is called Love in Our Times. Love in Our Times. 80-year-old Louisa performs a good deed and as a reward gets a chance to become young again. Will she leave the life she knows with her homebody husband for a once-in-a-lifetime chance to live again? Love in Our Times.
Wow. Interesting. Love in Our Time, the little time travel-y thing, going back to being young. Is that Hallmark-esque? I could see it. Oh man. Love in Our Times.
Loving an elevator.
Living it up when I'm 80 years old. I'm going to say this one is a Hallmark movie. Thank you.
You think it's true?
I think it's a real movie, yeah.
Final answer?
Final answer.
I'm really proud of this one. It's false.
Oh,
All right.
Let me tell you something. She fooled me because I would have stolen it. I was going to say true too.
Yeah, wow, that's really good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right. Back to you, Anthony.
Let's go.
This one is called Love on the Right Course. 30-year-old Whitney, a professional golfer, suffers a series of setbacks that lead her to question her future in the sport. After an extended losing streak, she returns home to reevaluate her future in the sport. There she meets a golf pro who helps her rediscover the joy of the game. Love on the Right Course.
True. So true. This has got to be real.
Final answer?
Yes.
You're back, baby.
Oh,
Wow.
5-5. That one's true.
Does she help him work on his putts?
baby.
Oh boy.
You know what? You know what solidified that for me? When as soon as she said right course, I was like, this is going to be golf. And then when the woman in the story was a golfer, I was like, this is a Hallmark movie. That's a Hallmark movie.
Because there's no
No.
women golfers. That's not realistic.
I just feel like Hallmark would have been like, we have to make the woman, the guy can't be the golfer. It's got to be the woman. That's what's going to make it work. I feel like that's just like a Hallmark move. So yeah, that's how I got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You notice all these titles are puns every time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most.
All
Yeah.
right. I mean, it can't be a movie if the title isn't a pun.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Oh.
High five. I'm excited.
Damn,
5-5.
this one's not a pun. All right.
Yeah.
Frank, this one's called A Midnight Kiss. A cheerful publicist teams up with a cynical VP and his eclectic team to help a charity in need. With only 1 week to the big event, is that enough time to pull this off and fall in love? A Midnight Kiss.
A cynical. Could you do that again? I'm sorry.
Sure. A cheerful publicist teams up with a cynical VP and his eclectic team to help a charity in need. With only 1 week to the big event, is that enough time to pull this off and fall in love? A Midnight Kiss.
I got you. I think this one sounds real.
One. That's funny. Sorry.
Oh.
This one's what?
This one sounds real to me.
Okay. Final answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna go final answer.
Yeah, it's true. It's real.
6-5.
Nice move. Nice
Okay.
move.
He takes the lead.
I am going to get in trouble for this,
Uh-oh.
but I'm willing to do it because I've kind of colored in the lines for many, many games. This is Anthony's, and Anthony, this is yours. And I kind of don't want hate in the chat, but when a girl goes out on a limb, she can get the rocks thrown at her. So let's see, shall we?
Okay.
All right. This one is called Dater's Handbook. And this is a woman uses a dating book to change her personality to eventually find a husband. And the twist is it starred Meghan Markle.
Oh.
Is that true or not? Dater's Handbook.
How well do you know Meghan Markle's acting credits?
I don't. Outside of Suits, I don't. Oh my god. Erin saved everybody from a Meghan Markle topic on this episode, though. That should be said.
That's true.
Yeah, I brought it up, not him.
That's Flying Y says false. Zoso says true. Mercury says false. This one's all over the map.
All right. Because I really don't know. Oh shit! I was about to go with the majority, but Oceania just tied it up.
Well, Oceania says true.
I'm gonna. I feel like Megan's gonna fuck me again. No matter what I say. She's in my head. I'm all off my game now. It's. Shit. I want to say false. I'm gonna say false.
Final answer?
Yes.
No, that actually existed. I looked up Meghan Markle Hallmark movies. There are 2, and this was one of them.
You've been markled.
I've been markled.
Yeah. Frank wins. Way to go, babe.
Or Sussex. Sussex?
Oh my God, stop it. Stop it.
Or is it tied?
No. Frank's up 1.
It was
Frank is up 1.
6-5, I thought, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thanks for playing, guys.
We guessed the correct answer on exactly half. That was it. I won.
Oh, I lost on Meghan Markle? Motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
I didn't know that was the last question.
Oh, no.
I fucking hate it.
I'm sorry.
And Meghan Markle cost you the game.
If Aunt lets me come back, I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.
God.
Bye.
Great job, hon. Excellent work.
You're enjoying that all the much more because it was Meghan Markle.
A little dash of something else extra on it.
Motherfucker. Oh, I can't believe it. I knew that hack talentless piece of shit was in Hallmark. I knew it.
All right.
Fucking knew it.
If you enjoyed Erin's writing, she made up a bunch of those titles and stories that you just heard. She also wrote an amazing book called Oval. It's incredible. Pick it up today. It's available on Amazon. Link in the description below. Robin also put the link in the chat. Appreciate that, Robin. And you can pick it up on Amazon. You can also download a digital copy. Either or, up to you. Appreciate it.
There's a lot of great characters in this book. None better than Erin Cavendish. Wait till you see what Erin does in this book. You're gonna fucking.
She fights Meghan Markle.
No, you please wait.
Cavendish versus Markle. This at MSG this summer.
That's fucking funny. All right, that's it for us. Everybody, enjoy your weekend. We'll catch up with you guys on Monday.
Show me potato salad.
Maybe we should go now.
Go ahead.